Hey everyone, welcome back to SkyBlock. I'm here with my co-host, BobertPickle.
Hello everybody.
Hello, hello. So in this episode, we're going to go off and breed some villagers. In his homework, Bobbert healed the second villager, so well done.
Thank you. Yep, that's all sorted.
You would have got the...
I've got the achievement.
The achievement, yes.
Yeah.
So excellent. So we'll look after them. We'll move them off somewhere to their new home and get some baby villagers out of them. And also, as part of your homework, you sorted out the nether, which caused us a fair bit of grief last week.
That certainly was my death trap, yeah. So that racked up my deaths, and I'm slowly catching up with you. Only a few behind.
So that was my evil plan all along. It's like to get the deaths, your deaths up. So let's go and have a look and see what we've done over in the nether. By we, I mean you.
Okay, let's go and have a look then.
All right. All right, we made it safely into the nether. And this is the farm that Bobbert has created. So do you want to tell us how it works?
Right, yeah. So this is what I was trying to build last episode and fluffed up and killed myself numerous times. So basically we've got the platform at the top there, and that's at the right height for it to spawn. It's in the bounding box of the nether fortress. So that spawns blazes and everything else that you want to get out of the fortress, basically, and the skeletons and everything. I've dug a channel out of the wall, or the pillar, and put trapdoors on it. So the pathfinding mechanics of the mobs is to try and pathfind to any nearest block. So there's a tunnel just behind it as well. So when they spawn, they automatically want to pathfind to a new block. And because there's so many blocks in this pillar, they will randomly select a block in there and just try and walk towards it. And the trapdoors, obviously, they think that that's a full block, so they walk over the trapdoor and full. And that's pretty much how it works.
Okay. Because I think that's what I was confused about. I couldn't understand why they would want to walk down here.
Yeah.
Like, obviously they are, because there's a few of them here. But I never really understood why they would want to do that.
Yeah, so it's all pathfinding algorithms and stuff like that. So, but the only problem we've got with this farm at the moment is because I put a wall around it to stop the blazes falling out the side, we now trapped all the magma cubes in there, and they clog up the hole. So they start bouncing in the way of the hole, because I think they're pathfinding as well. And then no other mobs can actually walk into it. But it takes a while for it to happen.
Could you make it... Is it only one deep?
It's only one deep. Yeah, we could make it two deep, I guess, and then so it's 2 by 2.
And they might come down.
And then they might come down as well. Or I was thinking about putting cactus in front of it, or something like that, somewhere in there, so that they bounce against the cactus and make themselves smaller, and then fall down the hole. So, but it's something to work on, really.
Sure. And if I had a plan properly, I would have brought a sword with me. But I think because we died a bit in the last episode, I don't have one.
So they're all one-hit kills, apart from the blazes, because obviously they don't fall. So another thing we could add to it is a suffocation piston thing, so that we can knock them down to
the blaze.
Yeah, for the blazes.
Yeah, but like you just whack them a few times, and shortly we're going to have gold swords. It's not going to be no big deal.
No.
And it's like everything in Minecraft. You run around like a headless chook building something, you get what you're looking for, and then almost straight away you don't need it anymore.
Yeah. I've got too much of it now, yeah.
It's like desperately getting dirt, and now like, oh yeah, too much of that, we don't need that anymore. So I see, we've got one with a skelly head in there. I've improved your farm by putting that switch there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. We got one skelly. What is it? Willy with a skelly
head. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got 3 upstairs. So at some point we're going to have to do that, but that's probably going to be a way away because I can't imagine us winning. All right, so this is cool. So again, this gives us with the skelly heads, it gives us blaze rods. It gives us some gold.
Soul sand, nether quartz, yeah. Bones.
So lots of good things come from this, and we've got some golden swords that we can go and smelt up to make gold. So yeah, good job.
Good.
And what, you only died 14 times doing it, so that's
Yeah, nearly 7. I think it was about 6. I think.
The thing is, you're this is better now, but you're a bit of a thrill seeker when it comes to your how shall I get to this farm? Let's just jump across 7
Tightrope
blocks
walk, across the edge, and then I put this in just for you because I know you get a bit scared when you're walking across.
I do. I'm scared of heights over voids. So, all right, so that's excellent. The next thing, what was my homework? I had to lower the mob farm. So let's just pop over there and have a quick squiz at that.
Okay, yeah, good to have a look.
So we can see this is the level we were at. Wacky holy thing. So I dropped it down. Is it 4 or 5? And it's kind of working. And I've added a whole stack of storage. And it overflows on this side as well. But I don't know, like I was here trying to get redstone and it's an absolute nightmare. So what I think I might do is drop it down even further again. Should have listened to my co-host's recommendations. It would be nice to have a sword as well. But anyway, but we're overflowing with all this other stuff. So I don't understand how. In here, I can see some zombies with no armor, and somehow they've survived the fall.
I think they're spawning on the hoppers. But I don't know if that's the thing. I didn't think it was, but that's my only explanation.
Oh, we can chuck a light in there. Maybe. Yeah, okay, well, I'll light that up, and we'll see if that... actually get on the thing to... Anyway, I'll sort that out at a later date. So yeah, so I think what I might do in the middle of this week and next, I might drop it down because we are still... I'm not sure I can drop it down too much more. So this is level 2.
Is this the lowest?
I can probably only... Yeah, I can probably go if you duck, yeah. We could maybe go one more. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Otherwise... could always rebuild the top and make it a little bit higher. Yeah, and the end of it, that might actually be the easiest way to do it. Is I'll just move that up.
Right.
Might take a bit, but anyway. So yeah, I'll sort that out over the weekend. And I think, yeah, the only other thing I had to mention was the redstone issue. Now, there is a witch farm around here somewhere that if we were to do something with that, we would, have all the redstone we need.
That would be
so
handy.
Maybe we'll see what happens at the end of this episode. So maybe the end of this one or the next, we try to discover where the witch farm is and go out there and fix all our redstone problems. But actually, well, that might be a couple of episodes away because just thinking out loud, we're probably going to do the village breeder today, and probably next week will be an iron farm.
Yeah, I think iron farm or trading and then iron farm. See how it goes.
Yeah. All right, so next is villager moving and new home.
So we're over here on this platform. This is where we've decided to put the villager breeder. We kind of thought once we've got the villagers, we can transport them wherever we want to anyway. So this would be the easiest way to get the villagers over. In this chest is everything we need for my super simple villager breeder. I think I might name the episode that. So that's all we need. And a sticky piston.
It's so nice of you to name your episode after me.
Yeah.
The super simple part, not the villager breeder. All right, so we've been busy. I have built the best carrot farm in the world, without question, over there. And Bobbert has been busy building this contraption that I don't understand at all. So, why don't you tell us about it? I'm just getting over here so I can see.
Oh yeah, so I'm using a mechanic which I think is quite rare to see. Like, I haven't seen it on YouTube anywhere. So, basically, I've decided to use the babies wanting to bounce on the beds. So while playing on our server, I noticed that the babies like bouncing on the beds all the time. So I kind of thought, well, we'll encourage them to walk across the gap by putting the beds on the other side. So I've got 3 beds over here, and we'll have the 2 villagers in here. So there'll be 1 more bed than we have villagers. So when they breed, they'll produce a baby. Here wants to get onto the beds, and here fall down into the hole, which has got a water stream running down into...
Hang on, I'm lost. Where are the... where are the...
Good view.
Where are the villagers going to be living? Over here.
The villagers are in here. So in this section we're in now, yeah.
Okay.
So we've got this dropper here, and then underneath the chest, we put the carrots in that chest. If you come down, we can get in here, can't we?
Okay.
So yeah, down here, we fill this chest up with the carrots, and then on the other side, you got...
I can do that. Should I put carrots in now?
Yeah, you can put the carrots in now, yeah, it's not going to affect anything.
Alright.
And then I've got...
So that's just to feed them, yeah?
That's to feed them, yeah. So if you look through that hole there without falling down into the pit, there's some observers there. So
right.
When I pull this lever, the 2 observers obviously connect together, and then it creates a
clock.
Clock, yeah, which then makes it spit out the carrots. So that will feed the villagers, because I found this is a smaller version of what I've got on the Lucidity server. And we tried throwing the carrots over the fence, but obviously, because the fence hitbox is half a block higher, you end up just throwing the carrots at your feet. So I thought I'd put that in to feed them.
That looks excellent. I do think the most genius part of this whole thing is, of course, my carrot farm. Look at that. It's just wonderful. So now we are going to get the villagers across. So I've locked off so they can't go carrot shopping.
Yep.
And we think we'll just let them loose and hope they make their way over there as the initial plan. Which one are we going to do first?
We'll do your one first. Here's the
so we'll block
test dummy.
This
Just make sure I've got the fence gate.
I don't think you can get out. I shall release the hounds.
Radio.
That's what we call hound. Come on, you're free. You're free to go and be trapped somewhere else.
3 hours later.
All right, we managed to... It wasn't as easy as we planned, but anyway. We don't need these anymore, do we?
No.
We got them there in the end. So, I guess the next step is to feed them.
Yeah, I'll go and pull the lever. You ready?
Yeah.
Is that working?
They're very interested in it. That's probably enough.
We're going to have to fill their inventories up, aren't we, before they breed?
I thought you just needed like 18 or 12 or 6
Yeah,
or
maybe.
some random number. All right, so no pressure, but we're just going to stand here and watch them. Wait, I'm not here. Ooh, we have hearts. We need now the baby.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
They're not happy. We got the angries. That's it.
They're love hearts again.
Get
so that's the lunchtime. Right.
Yeah, the angries again.
Shall we go with roof height? Because they're banging their heads.
Well, that's an easy thing to try.
I thought you just chuck food at them and then they start breeding.
Adult villagers breed depending on the time of the day.
So now they want to go to bed. Cool, right. If we sleep. Oh no.
What did you do? You're in jail. Just pull yourself out. We have hearts.
Oh, I can't see.
We got hearts, but they're looking at me. They're both looking at me. No, they're looking at each other. Oh, we have a baby. You missed the birth.
Ah, I just
What
missed
sort of
it.
parent, what sort of parent are you?
I was working. I'm sorry.
All right, so I guess what did we change?
It must
then?
be
We
the
just
roof height,
raised the
wasn't it?
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now, in theory, there he goes, stupid baby, and he will pop out in here.
Just
Welcome
can't
to your
resist
new
the bed.
prison.
And
And you failed.
Right. Okay. Just a slight modification.
Yeah. All right. So that looks like it is working. So they'll be pumping out villages as we some carrots. So what's our next plan? What are we going to do with these villages?
I think trading would be our next thing, so we can get some decent gear.
Well,
Personally, I'd like to.
Yeah,
have
but no.
No?
Yeah, look, we can get some gear, but I think these are going to spit out one baby every 10 minutes, I think is the way it'll work.
Right.
We will quickly get 6 villages that we could do an iron farm with.
True.
And then, then after that, we can flap around, try and do
Okay.
some trading with them.
So we do
I
iron
reckon
farm
if we
first.
get the iron farm, yeah. And that means, so this is probably going to be the end of this episode because there's not much else we can do quickly. So I think next our homework will be prepare for the iron farm because that's going to take us a bit to construct it. And we were discussing earlier, we're going to put it over our center column in that direction, which we think is a spawn chunk. So it'll probably produce iron all the time.
Hopefully.
So we'll start building that off camera. We'll be collecting some villages down here, and then the fun and games will be getting them over there. Haven't even thought about how we might do that. We'll sort that out. Sort that out. I'm just thinking out loud. What if we had them in a boat and put them over there and then got them in a bubble collar? Would the boat float up with them in it? It might be something we can think about and see.
Yeah, I know boats and pistons work. I've never tried them in water.
But if we've got the bubbles pushing them up.
Yeah, it'd have to be a 4x4.
Yeah, we'll suss that out. But that'll do us for this episode. I hope you like button both our channels. Go suss out Bobbert's perspective on his channel. There'll be a little card up the top, and Bobbert's going to do a card up the top to my channel. So
that's my homework. Yeah.
This is YouTube 101 here. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know if it's not there. I'll probably watch it anyway. Not subscribed to either of our channels, subscribe for us, and we will see you next week.
Yes, see you next week. I just want to say, if you want to see a tutorial on this, leave a post in the comments, and I will try and make one for you. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you next week.